Demon Slayer doesn't open with a chosen one. It opens with a kid in a checkered coat, kneeling in the snow, holding what's left of his family, and promising he'll get strong enough to protect the one sister he has left. In Demon Slayer, consistency beats talent. And the clock starts now, because Nezuko's a demon, and every day she doesn't eat someone is a miracle on a timer. So how fast can a charcoal seller become a monster slayer before that timer runs out? First gatekeeper is Giyu Tomioka, the stoic lifeguard of the drowning. He tries to finish Nezuko on the spot, then watches her choose to guard Tanjiro instead, and decides the boy's either insane or interesting enough to pass up the mountain to Urokodaki. Immediate question: is interesting enough to survive a mentor who trains you by turning nature into a booby-trap gym and telling you to breathe through it? Urokodaki doesn't do pep talks. He does lung-busting laps, sword drills until your knuckles split, and lectures on water breathing that sound calm until you realize he expects you to shift your entire body physics around airflow. Months blur. Tanjiro's not special. He's stubborn, shaving seconds off every movement until he can feel the weight in the blade and smell the opening in the air. Then comes the boulder. If talent is a free pass, this is the locked door with no key, and Tanjiro's stuck staring at it so long you can smell the moss through the screen. He only cuts it after ghost kids Sabito and Makomo beat the bad habits out of him, which is either literal or Urokodaki-level gaslighting. Take your pick. The win isn't flashy. It's a clean line that says the hours mattered. Next stop, final selection. 7 nights in a forest full of demons and bad decisions. Tanjiro doesn't stomp through like a prodigy. He checks his footing, times his breaths, and lives through it. No solo movie moment, just fundamentals under pressure. He comes back carrying names for the dead and a new sword. His Nichiren blade hits the light and turns black, which every old man immediately tells him is a bad omen, like buying a car and the salesperson goes, "By the way, this model famously explodes." So is color destiny or just another excuse? He doesn't get to argue, because missions are already piling up, and people are already dying. Early hunts are tune-ups for the theme. Swamp Demon? Tanjiro dived through portals using clean water breathing and total concentration until the opening threads line up. It's not pretty, but it works. Then the drumhouse snaps the thesis into place. The room spins, floors flip, and Tanjiro's training lets him recenter his stance every time the beat drops. Meanwhile, Zenitsu stumbles in like anxiety given legs, talent for hearing dialed so high he can sense danger in 4K, zero courage to face it while awake, and still, when lightning finally strikes, he sleepwalks a perfect first form. Thunderclap and flash so clean, it bisects the problem and the argument. And that's the lesson the house hammers in. In chaos, talent spikes and instinct lunges, but consistency holds the team shape. Tanjiro's not the strongest in that room. He's the one who adjusts first, talks a terrified kid down, times his steps with the drum beats, and turns a death trap into a staircase, which leads to the one mountain where nobody's adjusting unless they want to be webbed into family dinner. And that's when the Hashira arrive, a wall of walking skill caps. They don't see a noble grind. They see a rule-break kid with a pet demon and a black blade. Suddenly, the stakes aren't just monsters, they're politics. Can Tanjiro prove Nezuko won't eat people when half the room thinks Mercy will get town slaughtered? Urokodaki's letter and Giyu's reputation buy time, not trust, which means the next thing that has to level up isn't the sword. It's discipline so obvious, even your haters have to admit it.